Monday morning, I'm at the farm. It's not great weather today. Raining. Good for the crop. We need a bit of rain for the crop. Don't need much rain on the moss. Our soil retains water quite well. But luckily, we're not harvesting today. So there's going to be some digging, replacing the film on the covers on the polytunnels. So yeah, I'll show you a bit on how we do that. Mechanic's been in this morning. Got a problem with the forklift. The ram's not working, so he's took that off. Gonna get the seals done, get that fixed hopefully in time for tomorrow, so I'm not lifting and shifting everything. Don't need to do hand loading then, can go straight on the pallet. But yeah, this is Monday morning on the farm. We're going to be doing some digging, so I'm going to show you why we're digging, and we'd have to do this every year. So if I turn my camera around, there we go. So this is our polytunnels. In this one we've got parsley. So parsley is a good crop. It regrows. You cut it and it regrows similar to mint. You could do that about 3-4 times and get a good harvest out of it. Even for home, if you put it in your plant pot and cut it, water, a bit of light, and it'll regrow. So this one was ripped over the winter. We've had really windy winter this year. So I'm just going to come down here. So we took this piece off. We're going to leave that on because there's no point taking it off. So this piece was ripped. It's come off. So we dug with a spade shovel by hand, to dug all this, took it off, took the plastic piece off and covered it on another side of a patch that needed covering. So we reused it. Nothing really goes to waste on the farm. And then this one over here has totally come off. So what we're doing is digging along all the sides. 40 meters each one is, so it's 40 meters of digging. So digging down all the sides. Then we're going to put some hotspot tape on, which so when eventually we get some hot weather, put some white hotspot tape on, so when these do heat up, they don't burn through the plastic. So that's a protection. You can probably see it on this one. It's got the hotspot tape on there. So what we'll do is we'll dig all around. Once we've dug, put the tape on, and when we have less windy weather, so pretty much no wind, then we'll put a new cover on and secure it. And they usually last for at least 5 years, the covers, as long as you've got a good wind protection from them. Some last between at least 5 years, and then some go up to about 10 years. So there's some on the other side that are replacing. They've been on for about 10 years, which is good. So yeah, I'm gonna probably do a time-lapse video of me doing some digging now. Now, to be honest with you, we do a lot of digging and replacing of the polytunnels, and we've had these single, so these are single span polytunnels, so they're all individual, as you can see, and you have to do a lot of cleaning in between as well. So we get the tractor and the rotavator out and we clean in between on the single span. But what we ideally need to do is move towards multi-span, so it'll be one after another with no gaps in between, and that way we won't have to do any digging to replace them. We'll replace them at the top, so they usually be connected to wood at the top, and oh, this is where we're going to be digging today. So they usually be connected to the top, and so that'll take the digging element out of it, but that's a big job, that is. to take all these off, you'll have to get certain special poles made in the middle, and then gutters made as well, so the water comes off, and then certain wood fixing on there. And to be honest with you, we've just not got that knowledge of how to do it at the moment, so it will be like this, like most things here. It will be on a trial basis. So all this we've done ourselves, all the polytunnels, over about 2.5 acres of polytunnels we've got here. Each one is 40 meters in length and about 6 or 7 meters wide, so they are big. I think about 35 or 40 of them altogether. I don't really keep count of these things. Some go, some stay, some disappear. So yeah, but yeah, going forward, the best thing to do would be move on to multi-span polytunnels, and that'll save us a bit of work in the future. Let's start digging. That was a bit of a time-lapse video of doing some digging. So if we look down here, the plastic from the old polythene cover is still stuck in there, so it's cut from the top, blew off from the top, so we cut it and it's still stuck in. So what we're doing is digging it out, pull out this remaining plastic, and then that will be deep enough then. Should be deep enough. Might have to take a little bit more soil out, and then once we put the covers back over, we'll put the soil on top, and then that's nice and secure and tight, so the weight of the soil will push it down and keep it down. So what I have to do over here is, got the big spade, first take out a bit with the big spade, and then the little one, shovel it all out of the plastic, and then yeah, then take the plastic out. Then that should be deep enough and ready for whenever we decide to put the new cover on. Let's try and do a bit more closer this time, give you a better idea. Right, so as you've seen, that's how we're doing the digging. It started raining now, you can probably hear it just off there. but this is not cricket. The rain doesn't stop play here, so I'm going to carry on with this for the rest of the day, and we'll catch up later. And that's done. Digging done for that polytunnel. 40 meters one side and 40 meters over here. That's 80 meters of digging by hand. Weather's been up and down, standard, northwest England, just outside Manchester. What do you expect? Anyway, probably thinking, all that digging that they're doing by hand, why don't you just get a digger? So the reason we don't have a digger at the moment, it is something that we need. There's not a high need for it, so we only do this really at the start of the year, this replacing of or repairing of the polytunnels. And then after that, what do we need? Probably need a digger for other jobs around the farm, like cleaning the ditches, which we get someone else to do. And you know, you always need to like put down pipes or other things, other jobs. So we probably do need an excavator or a digger. Probably looking to get one at the end of the year, because like I said in the intro video, in the winter I usually do Uber, but I'm not looking to do Uber this winter. So I'm looking to do a purchase what's going to benefit myself and benefit the farm, and that will be an excavator, so I can also get work during the winter months digging gardens or whatever excavator is needed, and during the summer whatever is needed I can use it on the farm. So at the moment, you know, to buy an excavator and the running costs of an excavator, servicing, diesel, etc, etc, it's not worth it to dig up, you know, just 5 tunnels. If we had bigger jobs, then definitely, but we do need an excavator for the various jobs that we do around here, and also it'll give me work outside of the farm in the winter, because then bills don't stop. I think one thing that people tend to forget is, yeah, we need machines. They make life easier. That's what they're there for, to make it easier and all the rest of it. But then what's the point using a machine during the day and then going gym at night? So here, no gym's needed. Legs, arms, shoulders, back, mate, it's all killing right now. It is all hitting, to be honest with you. And people forget that we as people, we are machines first. So yeah, machinery is good, machinery is helpful, but at the same time, don't be shy to get stuck in. So early on today, I spoke with a agronomist. What's an agronomist, you ask? He or she is a person who advises us and keeps us up to date with the latest pesticides we can use on our crops. So pesticides, you get different types of pesticides. You get herbicides, which is what we use. Herbicide is used to kill weeds, spray weeds off. So for example, in your local B&Q, you'll have your Roundup, and so that's herbicides, what we use. Fungicides, insecticides, pretty self-explanatory. So different types of pesticides. So what we use is herbicides to kill off any weeds. So I had a discussion with him in regards to the latest products that we can use on our stuff. So we'll be testing that out during the season, what kind of stuff we can do to kill off weeds like nettles, red nettle, different types, all your common and your uncommon ones, just so we can get a clean crop. And it's always sprayed before we seed. So before we put any seed in the ground, we make the beds, let the weeds grow, and then spray them off, and then seed, and then hopefully get a clean crop. But that doesn't always work. So with the agronomist, he keeps up to date with the legislation, what's banned, what's not banned, what's harmful, etc, etc, and keeps us up to date. So we're using products that are going to have the least impact on the environment. So that is the agronomist. Saturday morning in the yard. The weather's not the best, come and go, rain's coming and going, sometimes sunny, sometimes raining. It's not when you're doing outdoor harvesting, it's makes it difficult. But anyway, so we've just been doing some work around the polytunnels this morning, done some extra digging, some hand weeding within the polytunnels, so we don't spray anything on the crops. We do all the weeding by hand inside because it's a smaller area, it's manageable. And then in the afternoon, oh, there comes that sun, it's peeping out. And then after dinner, after lunch, we're gonna be going and starting some coriander. So I'm going to show you why we're not taking a big order today. We're going to keep it small. And yeah, so we're going to start and slowly cut in some boxes today, and then once the weather gets drier, the products get better, we'll get more and more boxes out, because eventually we need to fill these 2 vans up. So I'll see you after dinner. So we're here in the coriander field, top field. It's a bit windy today, so I'm not sure how the audio is going to come out. So here's the coriander. It's still a bit small, so that's why we're not taking big orders, because as you can see, the soil's black. It sticks, and it sticks to the coriander as well, and the customers don't like it when they see the black soil sticking to the coriander. So whereas other farms it's a bit sandy and you can't really see it on the coriander even if it is wet, here on our land, on the moss, because it's black soil, you can see it straight away, and it sticks to the coriander. And even though you're going to wash it and use it, the customers don't like it. So we're just going to cut a little bit today and send it here to Manchester market, and then later on in the week we'll start sending it to Bradford market as well, and take it from there. So I'm going to show you the tools. There's one tool that we use here to cut the coriander, and that's that. It's a round knife. Cut it, and then you have rubber bands. Put a rubber band around the bunch, and then pack them 20 per box. I'm going to show you that another day, because the workers are still a bit camera shy. So I'll show you that one day when I'm on my own, but I'll show you a bit of a time lapse from behind, so you can see what kind of work, how the harvesting happens, how it's packed, how it's and how it's transported as well. But yeah, that is the tool, that is the harvesting tool. So that's the start of our first harvest, and we do this all day every day now, all the way up until about October. So I'll give you a closer look next time when I'm on my own, and then you can see exactly how it's cut, how it's bunched, how it's packed. But yeah, that's the start. Right, so I've arrived here at Smithfield Market in Manchester to deliver it. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to even record around here, to be honest, but that's the market. This is where people drop off at night, and then shops will come here in the morning. Usually open about 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and deliveries will start from here. So these all open, get everything ready and delivered to shops, or the shopkeepers themselves will come, or the grocers will come and pick up from here. So this is stock for today. It's all going to be was hand loaded, and there will be a hand unloaded because it's not much. By the time I put it on a pallet, put it on and find a forklift driver around here, I would just do it by hand. And so there's a bit of coriander, a bit of sarg, which is rape in English, and a bit of spinach there at the back. So get unloading and then I can go home. There we go, that's unloaded. Don't know, about 100 boxes there. Van's empty, that'll get cleaned tomorrow. So shopkeepers either get this delivered tomorrow, or they come pick it up from the suppliers, and then you'll be, when you buy it from your local shop, this is where it's usually been through your local market. And usually restaurants and takeaways, they'll pick it up from the shops. So that's done for, is it Monday? Tuesday. That's enough for Tuesday. I know I'm not showing much from the farm today. I'm just too busy working, to be honest with you. But I'll probably show you some coriander cutting tomorrow, and might be putting up a polythene cover tomorrow. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. That's enough for Tuesday, and see you tomorrow.